Hey, what's going on, everyone? Gillis TV back here with your pre-game notes for tonight's matchup between the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets, as the Oilers looking to salvage one win out of this three-game road trip against the Canadian teams against a struggling Winnipeg Jets team who have dropped two or three of their last games as well. So two teams going on the opposite direction that they need to be going. And we got your game notes, who's in, who's out, and what the line pairings are. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel and like anything Oilers related, NHL related, or MLB related, due to the fact that MLB runs through the offseason of the NHL, keeps me on my toes for when the NHL comes around, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we are 212 away from our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys, all the support this month. It's been truly amazing. Now let's get into it. Evander Kane will be back in the lineup tonight, and Sam Carrick will be the guy coming out of the four group. Troy Stecher will also be a healthy scratch tonight, barring any last-minute changes from when the lines came out. So for the lines, you got Nuge, McDavid, and Hyman. You got Henrique with Dry and Fogle. You got Kane with Perry, centered by Ryan McLeod. And then you got Janmark and Ryan with Connor Brown. I'd prefer to see Sam Carrick in there, not going to lie. I think he brings a lot more to the game than Janmark and Ryan, but those are the lines going for tonight. You have Ekholm and Bush. The rotation here on the defensive line is Nurse is with CC again, and Kulak is with Desharnais. Those CC and Desharnais switched, and Skinner will be the starting goalie for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Like I said, Evander Kane will rejoin the lineup on the third line with McLeod and Perry. Kane had this to say about Corey Perry earlier today. You've got to remember he's not a third or fourth line guy. He's been a top player in this league for a long time. I think a guy that plays on the edge. A lot of people look at the physical side of the agitator side, but the skill set for those types of players gets overlooked a lot, and he definitely still has it. He's an easy guy to play with, keeps the game simple, has a good skill set, and I look forward to playing with him tonight. So that's Kane praising Corey Perry there, and we've seen it with his time with the Oilers so far. The creative plays, he isn't the 30, 40 goal scorer he was in Anaheim. He has aged, but he still, I think, when he got an assist or a goal the other night, it was 9 points in 24 games with the Oilers. If you're playing on the third line and averaging that, over the course of the year, that's roughly 30-some points a season for a third line player. Signed at a league minimum, we'll take that for Corey Perry any day, especially with the physical side. And he even got to play with McDavid and Dry the other night to see what he could do there. I think he proved himself pretty well. Of course, being how he was in his early days and whatnot. So Stuart Skinner was in the starters net for Edmonton and is 3-0-1 with a 1.80 goals against average and a 941 save percentage in his career versus the Jets, stopping 128 of 136 shots faced. Tonight will be Skinner's fifth start of the campaign, who on the season is 31-14-4 record with a 2.65 goals against and a 905 save percentage after making 18 saves on 23 shots on Saturday's loss to Toronto. He did have something to say, but before that, you know what? That Toronto game, you can blame everyone. That was besides the third period where they tried to come back, the first two periods for the Edmonton Oilers were awful. They did not deserve to win that game at all. It's just the truth. They all played awful from the net up. It was terrible. Defensive breakdown for both games this weekend were really bad, so they're hoping to turn things around here. Stuart Skinner said this: I think just getting back in the net and just regrouping and refocusing on my job. I think, again, it's a couple small details for me personally that I need to kind of rebound on, and I know what I have to do in order to do that. So tonight's chance for me to just get back in there, see what I can do from here on out. I learned a few lessons against Toronto, and I'm thankful for that. And, Skinner's not one of those guys to blame his defense, blame the foregroup. He will always take responsibility for his actions, for how the games went. He won't throw anyone under the bus. It's all on him. And usually when he does this, he does rebound in a good way. So hopefully we see that tonight against the Winnipeg Jets, as we do need this win. I think LA is only 1 point behind us now. We need to get this win against the Winnipeg Jets. With thinking about the schedule, you play Vancouver one more time, I think Vegas one more time, you play the Avalanche 2 more times, and you play the LA Kings. You need these wins against other teams that aren't so comfortable in the Pacific or challenging to you like the Colorado Avalanche. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. Have a good one.